What was the biggest health concern that you saw in her that made you want to do something different? Was it specifically the MS and the balance issues? Was it the neck pain? Was it the leg pain? Was it the whole thing?
Gee, I don't really remember. Do you remember?
I think probably the balance.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
I'm
Yeah.
falling down a lot. I mean, it's just about every day. It's so bad. That's why I went to the walker. Yeah, so I wouldn't fall.
Yeah, because I knew that we have to, or we had to find some way to get these falls stopped. I mean, it just can't continue because you're getting injured
Yeah.
every time and degrading physically every time. I mean,
So the balance was the biggest concern, I guess,
Yeah.
for
I
you.
guess that's true.
How far back did you start noticing balance problems, and what did they diagnose you with? What was causing the balance issues, in their opinion?
Back in 1980, I had a problem. In 89, they diagnosed me with multiple sclerosis, and been having balance problem ever since then. Yeah. I had sometime period I did fine, but the last, since 2001, I've been having a lot of problems.
Right, she had a very severe relapse in 2001, and it left quite a bit of deficit to make up. Yeah, that's your biggest problem,
Yeah.
definitely.
Now, as far as the traditional medical route with MS, what different treatments had you tried? Different medications, different therapy? What had you already gone through prior to coming here?
But we went to a holistic way, and that helped me a lot. But then stress continued through my life, and that made it worse in 2001. And then we made a little bit of the medical way, but now that's the holistic way. The medical way didn't help me at all.
No, it's basically steroid treatment. It's extremely acidic, caustic, detrimental, short-term treatment that really, it doesn't work in the long term. You can't
Could
build
you talk
health.
about specifically what they did? Like, hey, they did steroid injections, or hey, I took different pills, or was...
Every time she'd have a major relapse or problem, they would give her an IV of Solumedrol, or some sort of very potent steroid. And it will help bring people out of their relapses. I mean, out of the major portion of it quickly, but it's very, very destructive to them. That's really all they did. You lay in bed until you begin to move and get a little better.
And for you, you've been a patient here for about 5 months now, or so, give or take. For you, when you came in, what were your expectations, or did you even think about it?
I wanted to regain my balance. My big goal to gain my balance is walk normal and walk without a walker. That was my big goal.
And how long did it take after we started doing some work here until you noticed any types of change just with the balance? We'll talk about the neck and the leg and everything else later, but...
As I was going out the door, I know in my leg. I did have my balance problem a little bit, but I know my leg was looked more normal. Before you had to walk farther apart, but this time it was straight.
So after your first adjustment?
Yeah, that was my first adjustment.
And how were you able to sleep, too,
Yeah,
though?
and that first night, I went to bed, and I said, I sleep on my whole night through on my side, but I haven't done it in 14 years. And now I can.
So go through that a little with me, because you had not, from what I remember, you had some pain in your neck for 10, 15
I had pain in
years.
my neck and shoulder because I was in a really bad kayak. I had a bad lap out, and that was like 14 years ago, and it left me a lot of pain, And I never recovered that until I came here.
And so you came initially for the balance, but there was other things going on.
Yeah.
So you said that you hadn't slept on your side for 14, 15 years?
I couldn't sleep on my side.
She crashed in her boat riding the surf. Really bad wipeout.
Yeah.
And she's in extreme pain for months afterwards. Crying to sleep for months. And eventually it resolved somewhat. She actually had, again, steroid or corticosteroid shots for that. In time it kind of got better. That's years ago. That's 14 years ago. But in all that time, she was unable to sleep on her back or on her side. The night after we did the first treatment with you, she could sleep that way. And you have to think about what that gives you down the road. When you can sleep, you end up with much greater healing capabilities. You're able to have more energy the next day because you're able to sleep. Sleep. It's important. That's a huge benefit. If that's all you had from coming here, it would be well worth it. Just to be able to sleep and heal. What do you want, you know? You know.
Big long walk that you took, down towards the end of the pier and whatnot. But where are you at now, I guess, with the walker, with the walking sticks? How are things changed?
Well, I know that my second visit here, I will put my walker away. I have it in the house. Outside I used it, but in the house I never used it. I just used the wall and just walked on, And so that's to me a big improvement.
Standing on one foot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get down on one foot now. Before I could not even bring my ankle up to my heel.
What is that thing you do on one foot? What do you call it?
I don't know. One called a tree.
It's yoga.
Yeah, yoga pose.
But on one foot.
And one foot.
Come on.
We'll probably splice in a picture of that actually with the video later. So this is something though where how long had it been before or since you had been able to stand on one foot?
Probably about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That's why I was so amazed when I came home and I tried that. Wow!
Wasn't doing much on one foot. Not too much.
Now-
Or climbing stairs for that matter. Not doing much on the
Yeah,
stairs.
that improved too. Climbing there improved too.
Didn't do stairs.
Everything improved.
You're carried upstairs. You didn't walk upstairs. You're carried upstairs at times. Yeah.
Hey, my leg has improved. Have improved a lot.
Can you talk a little bit about the pain in the leg, like how long that had been going on for and where it started, what it felt like?
I have pain right all down here. There's maybe right in here. Concert right in here. They keep me up all night sometimes. I can't sleep. But it has improved a lot. I mean, I go for night now without even bothering me. Oh, they great.
I mean, it helps me too,
Yeah, you get better sleep now too.
I get awakened, used to get awakened several times a night too.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5, 6 times a night. That's after working all day. So I'm happy for the improvement for myself too.
Yeah.
And we'd even written down here, I just forget to ask about this, well, with the headaches, any changes with the headaches versus a couple
I'm
months
not
ago?
having a headache. I'm not having a headache. I have a little bit neck and shoulder pain once in a while, but it's nothing but what it was. I don't have any headache.
Okay. And we talked a little bit about it today, but you talked about mental clarity or changes thought process-wise. How did that come about, or why did you notice?
I think you noticed it.
I did because, well, you started writing. I think that's where I really noticed it.
Yeah.
What people say, how they say it, and what they write says a lot about them. A lot. About how they feel, but it says something about their awareness, their intelligence, their ability to communicate. You start writing a biography. Yeah. So she started out by just trying to write and keep basically a diary of what we're doing here. And that went pretty well, so she started writing a life history along with it, 2 different projects at once. And then just being more analytical, more observant, more aware of everything. I've really noticed a change, a big change. And I'm very, almost hyper-vigilant. It's just become my nature, a very nurse-like caregiver who's kind of out on the edge sometimes. I've gotten to a point where I really notice small details. And I've noticed that. There's been a tremendous change in your mental alertness or awareness. Definitely since we've been coming here.
Cool, because you had been doing some water aerobics classes, hadn't you, with other MS patients?
I've been going to swimming, yeah.
The kickboard, I remember you were talking about the kickboard, the
Yeah.
strength of the kickboard. Let's go back over that a little bit.
Yeah, I went to the pool
That's amazing.
and I just to swimming. I know he told me not to turn my head, so I got a kickboard, and I already been, and I started kicking. I thought, wow, I can kick my leg. You know, 'cause I wonder how I'm going to do it. 'Cause I don't kick my leg, you know, because it's too hard. And I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And I started kicking. I was so amazed. I just kept going. And I said, David, you know, that time we went, he couldn't believe it. He thought it for the first time. He said, wow, you really improved, you know.
Yeah, and I got a nice pair of fins, well, just to drag along, so dynamically she'd be a little more streamlined in the water. But, well, those are nice now, but you don't seem to need them quite as much.
Yeah.
Because when you can kick, you lift your body up and it streamlines itself. It works perfectly. But you have to be able to do it. And now you can do it. So this summer you ought to consider swimming in the cove again.
I don't know.
The cove to the shores, that's only a mile swim. She's done that before. The other way, while dragging her legs like that. So I assume she could do it with a pair of fins on.
Yeah.
I'll go with you with the surfboard.
What would you, I guess, say to patients, people, random folks that'll come across this on the internet that have a friend or family or loved one that has, you know, MS, Parkinson's, you know, different health concerns? Do you need to believe in this for it to help, or do you just come in and just open-minded, or can you be skeptical?
Now, that's a good question.
We always like to say the results will speak for themselves, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you were very open-minded
Yeah, we're
coming
very
into this.
open-minded, yeah, we're very open-minded. Yeah, I think you have to, you know.
Yeah, I'm for whatever works. If
Yeah.
it was drug therapy and surgery, but it doesn't. This works.
Yeah.
This really works.
If it's fake, you know, because we have to bump it over, you know.
And something I just remembered, for you guys, it's not exactly a short trip. You're not next door
No.
to come up here. So how far is your drive to come up here one way? You know, good traffic, no traffic.
45 minutes. Today I thought we weren't going to make it. There's a big problem on the freeway. And that can happen, but it's well worth coming here. We're going to continue. It may be a trip, maybe a little bit of distance, but
And last time, so there have been periods of time where you actually haven't needed to be adjusted.
right.
How far have we gone without needing adjustment? A
But
month? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
I think
3
three.
weeks, I think,
Yeah.
3 weeks, yeah.
Some good parts to it, but
I hurt my hip.
yeah, we're doing some wrong things there, really, that were injurious. They weren't helpful. That's the reason why I was looking, you know that? It was not just to help your balance. It's because the treatment you were getting was not working. And we're getting nowhere. And you're beginning to still having falls. And I just knew this cannot continue. This can't go on. You can't keep doing it.
Since I've been doing this, I have not fallen, you know. And before I used to fall all the time, and now I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
That me is a big plus.
When did you fall and I had to take you to get suture for your head? You actually fell down.
That was probably about,
How far before October was that you came here? I think that was in August or something, wasn't
something
it?
like that.
Or September? No, it was while school was still out, so it had been early September or late August. Anyway, she had a really bad fall, right in the bedroom, fell down, split her head open, and that's what awakened me, you know. Now that I think of it, you see, you can't remember everything. I mean, perfectly, but that's very true. She fell down and had a severe fall right in the bedroom. Falling down and hitting her head on a lumpy cart, wasn't it? It's time for a change. I think, yeah, it was after that I began to look. And it's so funny how I just found the right place. Isn't that amazing? And I've done that a couple of times. I found some information for us that was really good. But this is the best single thing we have ever done for her condition. In 20 years, this is the single best, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the best. This has helped you more than anything we've ever done.
Yeah. It made my life better.
Yeah. And then you're throwing all sorts of other things at it too, with a good organic diet and supplements and yoga and, you know, all sorts of good holistic stuff. And then this is the ticket.
that I didn't take.
But you have to have that's what I told other people. You have to have the discipline, the dedication. You have to be willing to pay for it and drive and do whatever you have to do to be well. You got to put in the road work. You got to do what's necessary.